Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do another only episode here, and we're going to do it with the German brand Sinn. Now, I'm going to pick 3 watches from this brand that I would use for the rest of my life. I can only collect from this one brand, Sinn. Now, personally, I like to have a sport watch, preferably a diver. I'm very partial to dive watches. I like to have a dress watch, and then my third pick is kind of a wild card piece to bring a little bit of variety, maybe some different color or complication, just some pizzazz to my duo of a sport watch and a dress watch, which would make up the majority of my day-to-day wrist time. So my first pick, I'm actually not going to go with probably the most popular sport watch from Sinn, which is the 104, a watch that I've owned and loved and reviewed a couple times here on the channel. I'm going to go with one of their most impressive tool divers, and that's the U1. And I'm going to pick a fully tegmented version. I want to get the tech. If we're buying Sinn, we're getting a great daily wear piece. I want to have the tech. So going fully tegmented, this has 1,000 meters of water resistance. And yes, they actually do test individually each one of these watches, which is pretty impressive. It is also DNVGL certified and carries a retail price of $26.20. So the fully tegmented versions are going to be more expensive than the bezel tegmented only versions. And so those are an option if you want to buy one of the U1s, but you don't want to spend the premium for the full tegmenting. That's always an option. Now, I like some of the color versions that they do. I've owned the all black one before. I reviewed the classic U1. I really like this camo version. This one is really interesting. But if we're going for a daily wear piece, I definitely think the safe color scheme is the way to go. So I'm going with the black, the white, and the red accents here. Now, what about a dress watch? You think Sinn, you don't necessarily think dress watch, although on occasion they come out with some pretty impressive dress watches. They're just not really well known for it. Now, a few years ago, they came out with the 6200 WG Meisterbund. And as you guys can see here, this is a very beautiful, classically themed dress watch, and this is going to be my pick. Now, it's interesting because this is 55 units, a limited edition. Why so little? Well, this is made out of white gold. And the white gold, the case here is made by the same supplier that supplies some of Lange's cases. And the alloy that they use makes it so you don't need to continually rhodium plate this over time. So it's very well done. It's very thin at 9.3 millimeter thick. It does have 100 meters of water resistance. And I love the depth of the guilloche texturing of the dial. And if you turn this over, there's probably an even more impressive movement. The new WD 33.1 caliber that is made out of German silver. So there's a lot of precious metal here. I think it's absolutely stunning. I like the thinness. I like the details. And this would set me back $15,460. So quite expensive. But man, I don't think this is beatable for a dress watch from this brand. And is very different from my very tooly sport watch purchase of the U1. Now, what about the last pick, the wild card, to bring some pizzazz and variety to my trio here? Well, I want to add some color personally. I want to add a complication as well. So I'm going to go with the Sinn 206. This is the Arctis 2. It is an anniversary model. This is a 300 meter diver. It is tested like the U1 and is also DNVGL certified. Now, another reason why this one is impressive is it has a wide range of temperature where it's guaranteed to be reliable and accurate. And that range is negative 45 degrees Celsius to plus 80 degrees Celsius. So that's a huge range where this is going to perform perfectly. And I mean, that's really impressive. Now, like I said in the beginning, if I'm buying Sinn, I want the tech, I want the features. And this one does have the dehumidifying capsule here in the side of the case, as you guys can see. So I really like that. This brings some color. This brings a complication with the chronograph. And I do like the day and the date features. So this one could take some good wrist time as a daily wear piece away from my U1. It's a little less tooly and obviously a lot less dressy than the 6200. And I think these three I would be supremely satisfied with to own on a day-to-day basis. So the 206 on bracelet on H-Link, which is what I would want, this retails for $3,760. So the trio would set me back $21,840, which is quite a bit when you think, hey, Sinn, they're known for being fairly affordable, but it just goes to show that they can impress at every level, from the entry-level 556i and A versions all the way up to these precious metal limited versions, which I find very, very impressive. So guys, let me know what your Sinn picks are, your only picks for this brand Sinn. And in the comment section, also let me know what brand you want to explore next week for the next episode. I'll take a consensus and make the next only episode accordingly. So thanks for taking the time to watch today, guys. See you in the comment section.